I feel awesome with my bun. I kind of feel like Bunny. Ooh! Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Shane, and today I have another story time for you, which I'm actually really excited about. I love filming these videos, but as you saw by the title, today I'm going to tell you about how I almost died on my birthday. And I know there's a lot of misleading titles on YouTube. I genuinely hate that. But I'm not exaggerating, I'm not lying. I genuinely almost died on my birthday, and not only was it my birthday, but it was my birthday. I mean, like the day that I came out of my mom's womb. Birthday. So how this happened, I was born with an extra ball of skin up my nose, actually in this left nostril. If I have a picture, I know I have one picture, but it was removed shortly after I was born, so I only have one picture, but I know I've seen it. So if I can find it, I'm gonna put it right here. I may just be an open blank space right here. If I couldn't find it, I'm sorry, but I genuinely did try. Shaina, try to find that. But yeah, I was born with an extra ball of skin up my nose, and that's why if you kind of look closely, you can definitely see it in person, because I was so bullied for it in high school. But my nose grows crooked. Like, I'm gonna run my fingers down the bridge of my nose. Do you see that? I'm not moving my fingers. My nose is super, there you go. It's super crooked, and that's because the ball of skin was growing on the side. So as I was developing in my mom's tummy, my nose was growing kind of around the ball of skin. So as far as I know, I've heard this story many times, but as far as I know, the doctors didn't know about the extra ball of skin until I was actually born. I don't think they saw it in an ultrasound. I don't think back then they had like that advance of ultrasounds like nowadays. I say nowadays like it was that long ago. It was 22.5 years ago, which was 93, so it wasn't terribly long ago, but the pictures also were not as clear as they are today. So anyway, so I was born and they're like, oh, she has an extra ball of skin up her nose. We should remove that because it could affect her breathing, considering it was blocking one of my nostrils from any air. So they're like, let's put the doctors said, let's put her under a general anesthesia. Now, mind you, this happened, I think I was born at like 11 o'clock a.m. So I think this started happening. I went to surgery a couple hours after I was born. So they put me under an anesthesia and they removed the ball of skin. There was no issues, no complications with that whatsoever. And I think the general anesthesia was supposed to run off a few hours later, maybe like 4 or 5 hours. You were supposed to wake up. I didn't. I didn't wake up from the anesthesia, and now I'm like, I feel bad for my parents even now, because especially being a mom, I can't even imagine how they felt. But your baby is literally just born and they're like, she's not waking up. You know what I mean? Like, that is just crazy. So they ended up having to bring me to the ICU, just this little itty bitty baby. I was born like 7 pounds something ounces. I think 8 ounces. So they bring me to the ICU and they had to put breathing tubes in me. They had to put feeding tubes in me, and I just have tubes coming out of everywhere. My mom's freaking out. She's like, I want answers. I want to know what's going on. Like, is my baby gonna be okay? As any mom would be. And the doctors didn't really know what was going on. So there I am in the ICU being, you know, a vegetable. And this was sort of the icing of the cake to my parents. But have you ever seen in cartoons where babies will be wearing those diapers that have the safety pins on either side? Like, they're not the little like sticky pad or whatever, they're safety pins to keep the diapers on. Well, they had me in a diaper like that where I needed safety pins, and when one of the nurses was putting the safety pin through the diaper, she ended up poking me and then putting it through my skin as well. So she pretty much clipped the diaper to my skin. So of course, I don't remember this, but from the stories, my mom was like, you were screaming, crying, and like my dad was flipping out. So that was just kind of like an icing on the cake for just stress, and my parents were just not happy. So the doctors are still trying to figure out what's going on. Eventually, I came out of it, but what ended up happening out of all of this is finding out that I'm actually allergic to anesthesia. And I'm not allergic to every single kind of anesthesia, but I'm allergic to the most commonly used anesthesia. So if I ever need a major surgery, which unfortunately I'm having issues with my knee right now, I've always had knee issues, but it's just getting worse, I have to bring in my medical records to show what kind of anesthesia can't be used. I've had my wisdom teeth out before, which I was awake for the entire time. They used Novocaine, they used Ambien, they used like everything they could besides anesthesia, but I was awake the entire 4 hours. They were pulling my teeth. At one point I felt it, and it just makes my life a little bit harder when it comes to needing any sort of surgery that requires an anesthetic. So I know that was kind of a quick story. It wasn't crazy like, oh, you know, I went on a motorcycle ride and went off the Grand Canyon or something like that. I wish I had a story to tell you that I survived, but I don't. But I thought this story was still a little bit interesting because you don't meet people who A, almost die on their birthday, or B, are really allergic to anesthesia. So if you did enjoy, please leave a big thumbs up. It really helps me out and it lets me know that you enjoy videos like this. If you want to be notified about my next video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And until my next video, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!